Securities, the folks was there reviewing approval and eventually then having a plan in place to qualify us for various types of grants and funding sources. So with that, I will turn it over to our Vice State President, Laura. Draw a blank with people's names. It's always a danger when you do that. My good friend Megan and Laura.
All right, thank you for coming, everyone. With the agenda packet, we sent out the minutes. Are there any corrections to the minutes from the October 25th, 2010 meeting?
Perhaps the average.
Since there's no changes, can I have a motion for approval of the minutes?
Make a motion. Okay, we got a motion to approve.
And a second?
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those same side motions. Minutes are approved.
Okay. At the October meeting, we asked each community to review the hazard profiles and go through with the methodology we went over at the meeting, scoring the hazards. Did anybody have any questions when they went through the hazards for their community? Did you have any issues you wanted to discuss, or did it seem pretty straightforward, the scoring process?
Thankfully, our group for the rural Scott County ranked most of the rather serious ones one with very low probability, but the total score would be higher because if it ever did happen, the magnitude, the warning time, the duration might make them fairly high. But the ones that came with high probability were mostly weather related. Thunderstorms, tornadoes, winter storms, fires, and things such as that. So we sat down as a group and did Scott County, and I was also asked to do a couple of the smaller towns, but hopefully, anybody have any questions on completing for their jurisdiction? Thanks.
As you recall, after we get your rep scores in, which we're going to collect tonight, I've gotten a couple of them in. What I'll do is, per the state's method, we'll take your rough scores and I will weight them according to the state's methodology. So probability gets the highest weighted score. It's 45% of the total hazard score. Then magnitude gets 15%, and then both the probability and duration are each 10% of the total hazard score. So what I've done is I set up an Excel spreadsheet. I enter all of your numbers in, and then it will automatically do the weighted score, and then I'll give you a sheet at the next meeting that has, as long as I get your scores, that has an alphabetical list of all the hazards with what the score is, and then a score that ranks them from highest score to lowest score, highest being the what in your community is deemed more of a priority. Then I'll ask you to review them. Since it is kind of a, if you ask one person in your city or an average citizen, it might be different than, it could be dependent on the day if your scores are different. So I asked you to review those to make sure if they actually make sense for you. What we'll do is take the top 10 of those, so the top quarter, and those will be our main focus for when we are discussing immediate hazard mitigation. And then we'll look at some of the longer ones, or some of the other ones for longer term goals on what we want to do. So it's setting priority levels is what we'll do. So that's how that process will work. Any questions on that? Okay. Since we met last, Megan's pulled together a section of the plan that goes over a little bit more of vulnerability of Scott County. She updated what we had originally written for the Scott County profile, overall profile, with 9 numbers had come out since it was originally done. So why don't you go over it?
Sure. This is the big pack of the assessment vulnerability chapter. Pretty much, like Laura said, it's kind of an overview of what's in Scott County. I'll just kind of go through it kind of page by page briefly. The first page obviously covers climate, communications that are available. And in any of these sections, if I'm missing something, you're like, oh, I know that this is in the county, or if there's something you want to add, you can let us know either tonight or later on after you review it more closely. So the different communications that are available in the county. And then when you flip the following page, it goes over kind of education, and these are all based just on the county. It's not any individual cities in this chapter. And all of the data for the next few pages, the demographics, are all one-year estimates that come from the U.S. Census Bureau's American Community Survey, and it's from 2009.
And this is the county in aggregate, so this includes all the cities.
This is all the county, yes, the county as a whole. It goes through the labor force, employment by industry, personal income, the employers with over 500 employees in the county. That is also from a different source. It's stated at the bottom as kind of a compilation of a few different sources that we've kind of pulled together. And then it goes through the geography and land use for Scott County and the local history.
And those are pulled mostly from the Scott County Comprehensive Plan.
And then the housing, different types of structures, the year it was built, home ownership and rental costs, and home heating fuels. Then we go through the infrastructure. There's some of the different